Hi everyone, welcome back to Isaac Cybersecurity series. Super excited to be here with you. I've been thinking so much about you this week. I saw all the comments that were on the last time's video, and my intention today is to be able to answer some of your questions and also to actually dive a little bit more on why companies, your company, my company, not only yours and mine, but all companies, why they need cybersecurity. Well, starting off, Matloko, you asked me a question of what can I do to actually stop these cyber threats? And in fact, to answer that question, I will be talking about what you can do. But just to put it out there, by the way, there's no way how you can ever stop threats from happening. Threats will always be there. Okay? Attacks will always be there. But what we can do as companies is to ensure that our security posture is strengthened. That it is not just easy for any attacker out there just to come and break into our systems. So the more we make it much more difficult for them, the higher the chances of them actually giving up on us than actually just leaving ourselves just weak or vulnerable to most of the attacks. All right, let's just jump into this. So, cybersecurity is very important for your company and my company because it will help you to minimize the extent at which data breaches will occur. As you might very much know, that data breach is really very terrible when it happens to any organization. That means that clients and customers that you might have, even your own employees, they will lose trust in you if there is any sort of data breach. The second reason would be once you implement cybersecurity, it will actually guarantee privacy of data to your customers and clients out there. Every client out there, every customer's hope is that the companies that they're dealing with, for example, if I was going to a certain bank and I was banking with Standard Bank, I want Standard Bank to actually give me all the guarantees that my banking information that they have, they're not sharing it with any other person. But if, for example, if they happen to actually get attacked and it is all over the news, do you think I'll be very, very secure and I'll feel like I can trust them again? No. And by the way, I'm not saying that Standard Bank is not secure. Okay. The other reason why you should be thinking about cybersecurity is it will help you to avoid any security regulation penalties. Now, what are some of these penalties? In cybersecurity, there are laws that are governing this industry. There are laws that are governing different companies on how the data is supposed to actually be stored, is supposed to be transmitted, and how it's supposed to be accessed. Now, some of these laws, the moment you have a breach within your company, or the moment you have an attack within your company, and then an investigation is actually launched, the moment they find out that you were not following or you were not actually compliant, then you will be able to be liable to pay all the penalties. And boy, you wouldn't want to think about that financial cost. Then cybersecurity will help you to lessen or to actually foster sustainability. What is sustainability and success of your company? Every organization out there, they really want to actually thrive. And, if there is one goal that every company might need to have, or that they have, is to ensure that their business processes are actually running on and moving on smoothly. Now, if you have not implemented any sort of security controls, that are governing and guiding your business processes, if you happen to be attacked or to experience a denial of service attack, which is a DOS attack, that means that your business processes and the way how you're operating will be will be stopped. Can you imagine if you were an online store, okay, for example Amazon, or you know Takealotch in South Africa, and clients, they are really shopping online all times, and so they're relying upon your website, they're relying upon the services you're offering them. But now one day or one morning they wake up, they're trying to buy things online and they cannot, or they're trying to access their accounts but they cannot. Not for a minute, not for a couple of hours, but for a whole day. That already will put you in a very bad state. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that cybersecurity is so crucial. And the IT departments or the IT heads out there, they ought to be thinking about the different ways in which these controls are actually implemented. Now, I hope you've learned something once again today. I'm looking forward to your comments. I'm looking forward to your feedback or even questions in the comments. Once you come back with those questions, again, like as I said, we're just going to be beginning or starting off at baby steps. But as time goes on, we'll actually even dive more into the difficulties or technicalities of ethical hacking, of how hackers attack, and how we can be able to defend ourselves from that. Thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to seeing you once again next week or very soon. Until then, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.